Good morning, everybody. Great to have you with me. Let's get ready to learn more about Holy Spirit, to engage Him, believe in His role in our lives. Because your faith about you and Holy Spirit is growing every morning you spend with me. As we go into the Word, Holy Spirit's been with you. Things are happening. Let's get into it today. John 3 and verse 8. The wind blows where it wishes, and you hear the sound of it, but you can't tell where it comes from, where it goes. So is everyone who is born of the Spirit. Now, there's so many beautiful things here in this verse, but when you learn to listen to Holy Spirit, you're not always going to know where things are going when He might lead you in a direction. Okay? You're not always knowing what's the work that's gone behind this. To be a person who is being led by the Spirit, who's allowing Holy Spirit within you to guide you and to lead your life, there are times that you just don't know why. I don't know why I feel like calling that person that's been on my mind, but I do it. And so when we are born of the Spirit, when we begin to focus on Holy Spirit, you begin to live this adventure. All right, now listen, that doesn't mean that I do stupid things and say Holy Spirit, because I have a lot of people who told me that, well, the Lord told me to do this. And I'm going, really, what happened after? Well, it was a disaster. Well, then God didn't tell you. When God tells you something beautiful comes out of it. So we've got to be careful, but you need to know that there are things God will guide you with and show you and start you on a journey with something that you do not know the beginning from the end from the beginning. And so you just trust Him. There was a time I was in a restaurant one time and I was sitting there and I just felt this desire to not walk out the main door of the restaurant. So I paid for my bill and I started walking towards the door and I just knew, don't walk through that door. Now, I don't know why I got that feeling. I don't even know. I didn't know at all at that time, what was behind the door. What's going on? I didn't know. But I didn't need to. I don't always need to know, where that wind came from, where it's going, or what is God doing. I have learned to never go against this gut feeling, this sense of Holy Spirit impressing upon me, guiding me in it. So as I tried again to walk out that door, as I walked towards the door, man, this feeling got stronger, this yucky, ooh, don't do this. So turned around and I walked out through the kitchen. You know how wrong that is, because people were yelling at me, hey, what you doing? Because I knew there was a back door through the kitchen of this restaurant. Walked out the back door, went to my car, sat down in the car. I'm going to drive by the front door and see what's going on. As I drove by the front door, I saw two men standing with their backs against the wall on both sides of this door. And in that evening light, I could see a knife glinting in one of the guy's hands. Now, because we're on television a lot, I've had a lot of death threats. And it was interesting that I didn't know what was going on. I can tell you the story now, but in the middle of what a stupid feeling not to walk out a door. I got to go home. I can't stay here. So you might often not know why Holy Spirit's guiding you in a way, or why you're feeling in that direction. I'll go to a coffee shop, and while I'm there, someone just stands out to me, and I'll just go over there and say, hey, I'm alone for coffee today. Do you mind if I join you? I don't know what's going on in that person's head. I don't know what's going on in their life. I don't even know why God's got me here. Holy Spirit is compared to wind. It says, you might not know where it's coming from. Where is this conversation going? Why do I feel this desire to sit down with this man? But when Holy Spirit begins to guide you, you'll see some of the greatest exciting miracles. You'll be on adventures that are phenomenal when you recognize to be born of the Spirit is to trust God in our everyday life. And I really enjoy this part of Holy Spirit. The miraculous part where I'm going about what I've been planning all day, and all of a sudden I just sense, I feel like I should do that. Don't know why, don't know where, don't know how, don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to follow Holy Spirit. And I want you to be encouraged by that Holy Spirit has an adventurous life for you like you could never have dreamed possible. If you follow Holy Spirit, your life will be so passionate, so exciting, you'll never be bored. Like some Christians in religion, go to church, go to job. Christianity looks so boring, but when you live a life where you are born of the Spirit and you're learning to work with Him, He's your helper. Man, He will guide you into situations where the miraculous power of God is going to do stunning things. Today, I want you to remember this verse and say with your mouth during the day, Holy Spirit, guide me even when I don't understand it. Guide me. And this will help you to make that first step. Usually, pretty much 90% of the time, when I sense a leading of Holy Spirit, I don't know the beginning from the end. I don't know what's going on. I'm just obedient in the first step. Say hi, drive to that building, contact that person, or whatever it is I'm sensing to do. Be aware of that. The Bible actually teaches that. So tell Holy Spirit, I will do what you guide me to do, and watch the miracles that take place in your everyday life.